Federal Civil Legal Procedure Rules and Federal Sentence Guidelines, Manual Services for the Sentence Tables and the Services for the Current Criminal History Category, Criminal History Points, Service, Offenses Level 1 through 42. George Washington House Administration of COVID-19 Policy Reg. Freda Washington, Mr. Animal Washington Prosecutor. Of course, the service they have the Income Society of George Washington House, First President of the United States, have offense level 1 through 42, which is George Washington, United States President, First President of the United States, ratifications of the Forefathers, South Dakota Administration and Monument Services. All of them were rejected and monumented at the Mount Rushmore. Revolted, revoked, and also administered in COVID-19 policy. We the People, Sentence Table Services 1 through 42, George Washington House. ABZ Zone. Court Handbook, Federal Events, Steve Gooding, and then Modern Scientific Evidence, Federal Jury Princeton, Federal Trial Objections, Federal Practice Procedures, Modern District Litigation, Legal Lawyers, Desktop Professional Responsibility, West Federal Administrative Practice. And also the Federal Practice, Desktop Hand Federal Evidence, Constitutional Law, Handbook, Federal Discovery and Disclosure Noted Manual, Complex Leading, Federal Sense Law Practice, Federal Criminal Restitution, Administrative Law Practices. Appendix and Manuals and Service, Less Departure Provisions, Appendix C, Amendments, Guidelines, Manuals, Amendment Guidelines, Manuals, Amendment Guidelines, Manuals. And this is the official comprehensive original service that they have. COVID-19 Policy, Regulation, and Services. Carry the COVID-19 Administration Sentence Guidelines, Service Interim Fund. So, Sun Stable Services for George Washington House, which is the first president of the United States. Affirmative of the offense levels A, B, C, and D, and then Mr. Benton County Justice Department, Mr. Animal Loss Products, carrying the COVID-19 policy, regulations, and services, applying the Ministry COVID-19 policy. The services they have, administration of COVID-19 policy regulations, standard 519-735-3591, fax 519-736-3066, and email at cbentonwash. And all the services we have for the service for the Income Society of the Federal Sentencing and Commissions and Services for the Federal Sentence Guidelines Manual Services. And also the Department of the License Department also initial their services on the COVID-19 policy regulations services. And also the COVID-19 policy regulations of the Administration Office, Mr. Animal Law State Prosecutor, Preparing Surviving Program, Teenagers Requirements, age 15. Having your driver's license at age 15 has a media app and service, and also the license ready for the accurate educational download your free mobile app, and the partnerships and service they have for the License Department, program of Washington State Department of License Department, and the commercial driver's manuals. And since you have your driver's license age 15, it's been implemented the COVID-19 policy regulations from Washington State AAMVA guidelines. And they have a dispute on the services. What this is a communication service that they have. And that communication service they have is Department License 112 West Street, Milwaukee, Washington. Department DOL on their website and records and vehicle records and telephone contact. Phone number is 360-902-3900. And that's IRP 30664-1858, IFTA 360-664-1858. Federal Motor Carrier Safety and telephone number 360-754-9875, website www.fmcsa.dot.gov, hours of service, equipment, interstate medical waivers, and federal rules and regulations. Federal Administration Office Administrative TSA and Hazmat Endorsement Eligibility, and their assessments background, and their finger services they have, Mr. and Mrs. WSP enforcement practices and services, and their 360-596-380 enforcement practice and weight enforcements. The Washington Utilities, and also their Washington Utility Transport Commission, WUTC, telephone 360-664-1222, WUTC.gov, authority and carrier freight and hire. Washington Department DOT 360-705-7000, 360-705-7438. Interpretation and statute rules and regulations services, restricted road, bridges, oversized overweight permits, and also the material national response and NRC 1-800-442-8802, hazard material emergency, and also transport emergency center 1-800-442-4930, and these are committed to provide equal access services, DOL Gov Access TDDTTY, and call 711. Or if you're a Washington resident, it's 511. These overviews and CDL skills and general testing, external inspections, and also on trailer passport, passenger vehicles, and also their quotes, transmit, remainder, vehicle intake, and CDL vehicle inspection grounds, automatic qualification, hazard material, and also their service applying the COVID-19 policy, and their tank vehicles, driving tank vehicles, safety driving rules, pulling double couplings, inspecting double triples, air brakes. There's also the school buses, and also the danger zone, railroad, highway cross, student management, anti-lock brake systems, and also the on-road driving, skills tests, the general test rules, how it will be tested. Also the coach transit, and this is the coach transit, and also the reminder vehicle CDL, vehicle inspections, vehicle inspection test, overview CDL test, and general test rules. There's medical requirements, driver's qualification, international registered program, national DL rules, Washington State rules, regulations, also the farms and transportation, farm equipment supplies, produce and farm vehicles, also operating farm employees, and also the 150 miles to farm and air radius. Christmas trees, wood, and trucks, transfer vehicles, 40,000 from 1,000. Licensed gross weight. Farmers operate vehicles meet the definition of farm exempt. Goes in between farms, farm exempt. Firefighting enforcement personnel carrier verification, providing VVIP, value intervention VIP, and also RV operators and exempt and so forth. And then we move into the commercial drivers permit CLP. And the CLP provides valid Social Security number issued to provide law enforcement residency by name of the states, and also have driver's license lost in 10 years. Self-sufficient commercial. And age 15, having a license, you have to compromise with these COVID-19 statutes and services that they have, the DOL, and also the services that have applied in the COVID-19 policy regulations.